So as you guys can see, and as you guys can tell by the title of the video, Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. It is now official. Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video. It helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, fight is scheduled for 8 rounds in the cruiserweight division. From what I've heard, from what I've read, it looks like it's going to be a catch weight at 185 pounds, not necessarily the cruiserweight limit. Fight will be taking place over at the Gila River Arena in Glendale, Arizona, USA, which is basically right beside Phoenix, Arizona. Beautiful city, by the way. I visited earlier this year. Yeah, my wife and I visited Arizona. Beautiful state. Highly recommend checking out all the national parks in Arizona. But anyway, this fight between Silva and Jake Paul, it will be shown live on Showtime pay-per-view. So tune in to Showtime pay-per-view if you want to see this fight on October 29. So yeah, no surprise that this fight's happening. Sometime within the past week or so, there were reports about this fight being pretty much done. I think Silva just needed to get a boxing license from the state of Arizona, which he did recently, and now it was officially announced. This will be Jake Paul's 6th professional fight. To those who don't know who Jake Paul is, he's a YouTuber, social media guy, big following on social media, younger brother of Logan Paul, 25 years old, from Cleveland, Ohio, now residing in Puerto Rico. 5-0, 4 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. He's coming off a win against Tyron Woodley back in December of last year, where he knocked him out in the rematch. And now here he is, after trying to make fights with Tommy Fury and Hasim Rahman Jr., which was supposed to take place last month. Those fights ended up not happening. Here he is fighting the 47-year-old Anderson Silva, MMA legend Anderson Silva, who is coming off a win against Tito Ortiz. Silva actually fought earlier this year over in the Middle East in the undercard of the Mayweather versus Don Mar event in an exhibition. He fought some MMA guy in a boxing match. It wasn't ruled. It wasn't considered a professional boxing match, but Silva won that fight. And so he it's not like he hasn't fought since last year. He did fight this year. 3-1 as a pro boxer, 2 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. I think we all know how his MMA record is. One of the legends in mixed martial arts, one of the greatest to ever step in the octagon. As a pro, he only lost his pro debut way back in 1998. Yeah, he fought in 1998 as a pro. He lost that fight, got stopped in the first round. Then he fought again as a pro in 2005 against Julio Cesar de Jesus, where he won by knockout. And then he fought Chavez. After retiring from MMA, he fought Chavez Jr. Yes, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Back in June of last year, and he won that fight. He won it. Surprised a lot of people. And he also knocked out Tito Ortiz last year. And now here he is fighting Jake Paul. A lot of people, I've noticed how people are reacting to this. Some people like it, some people don't like it. It's crazy to me because the people who don't like this fight, are saying that, oh, Jake Paul should be fighting a pro boxer. He should be fighting a real boxer, not some old MMA guy. Yet, when Jake Paul was supposed to fight a pro boxer in Tommy Fury, a lot of people weren't really talking about that. A lot of people weren't really, so to me, this fight, whether you like it or not, it's still getting more attention, and in my opinion, better than fighting Tommy Fury. I like this fight way better than Jake Paul fighting Tommy Fury. I honestly don't see what people see in Tommy Fury. I honestly think Anderson Silva beats Tommy Fury, even though Silva is already 47 years old and old enough to be Jake Paul and Tommy Fury's dad. In my opinion, I think he beats Tommy Fury. Do I think he beats Jake Paul? Whew, it's not an easy one. It's not an easy one, in my opinion. I'll have to think about it a little bit more. But I believe Anderson Silva is the favorite to win this fight, based off what I've seen on like the what do you call it? The betting odds. I believe. I think but I don't know now. Maybe Paul might be the favorite now. Who knows? But Silva definitely can pull it off against Jake Paul. Anderson Silva can still box. I mean, if you saw him box in his last fight earlier this year in the undercard of the Don Moore Mayweather fight, and if you saw him box last year, he can still fight at his age. He's still a dangerous fighter. A lot of people think that just because you're 47 years old, you can't fight no more. But Jake Paul, him beating Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Anderson Silva beating Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I know Chavez Jr. is not the best fighter, but that was still a pretty impressive win if you ask me. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know who I think will win as we get closer to the fight. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.